Hey yo, what's going guys, UG here. Today's video, we're gonna be reacting to a scary animation. Okay? And yeah, if you're new to the channel, hit that like, subscribe. So guys, the first animation, it's called True Childhood Animated Story. Okay? Let's do this.
This happened roughly 2 years ago.
2 years
December
ago.
to be exact, when my parents had been out doing some Christmas shopping.
Okay.
I recall it was snowing that evening, and I was home alone with my cat.
You're home alone with your
Now,
cat.
I never had a problem being home alone. In fact, I invited the opportunity anytime it arose. It gave me an excuse to be lazy,
Okay.
seeing as my parents were, and still are, pretty strict. Seriously, I can't even play video games for long before the dad says, "Get off of the game.
Get off the game, it's getting late. Of course you're gonna say this. And I bet this guy's name is gonna be Joshua. I don't know why.
gonna rot your mind."
Oh.
Gotta love the parents.
His name is Joshua, so
Anyway,
for now.
so I was in bed with my cat watching Konosuba on my iPad
Okay.
when my stomach started to growl.
Okay.
The munchies were here.
Oh, the
So,
munchies.
I get up from my blanket and a pillow fortress of a bed, and I start heading over to the kitchen, cat in tow. Once I was in the kitchen, I started preparing a peanut butter and jelly sandwich as my cat jumps up to the counter and stares out the window. Now, I wasn't really paying attention
Yeah, because
at
you're wearing
first,
AirPods.
since I still had my AirPods in. But when I paused the episode I was watching, I happened to hear my cat meowing.
Okay.
This wasn't any normal meowing like the kind he makes when he's hungry.
Oh.
This was the kind he makes when he's angry.
Wait,
As he started to hiss. I could see all the hairs on his back stand up, and he started clawing at the window.
Okay.
Assuming he had seen a wild squirrel, I ignore his
Yeah, or a wild
behavior,
dog.
and I go to take a seat at the kitchen table. A minute or so passes, and he's still staring out the window, doing his menacing meowing and his hiss routine.
Why?
I was starting to get a bit annoyed, so I call him over. Nothing. Okay, this
Okay.
was suspicious. Let me see what the big deal was.
Let's just
I
go
tell
check it out.
myself. I head over to the window, but all I'm able to see was darkness.
Yeah.
Seriously, I had no clue what was wrong with my cat. Nonetheless, I grab him.
Your cat is on weed. Oh god, I'm sorry. Okay. Don't do drugs, kids.
And I start heading back to my room. However, I'm interrupted when all of a sudden, one of the motion-activated lights turns on. Nervously, I take a peek out
Come
the
on.
window. And this was for the first time this evening. I was able to see a man in a black hoodie holding what looked like a Bowie knife.
Oh
My
god.
immediate thought was he
You're
had
dead.
seen me, but
You're
he
dead.
just walks over to the other side of my backyard. This was the point where I take out my cell phone
Yes!
and
Call
I call
911.
911.
Finally, a smart kid.
What's your emergency? The woman on the other end calmly stated. Hi, yes. I'm calling because there's a guy. He's got a knife. He's walking around my backyard. Could you please send some police officers? I told her, trying to act as calm as possible. Sure, honey. We'll have somebody go check it out for you.
Sure,
Are
honey.
your windows and doors locked? While I was talking to this woman on the phone, I watched the man disappear over my backyard fence. I thought to myself,
He left.
thank goodness he was gone.
He left.
However, things were about to escalate.
Oh
I went
no.
over to my room and I locked myself in there with my cat.
That's
I heard the
smart.
sound of a window open. Right away,
Oh,
I got
God.
instant chills because I recognized that sound. One of the downstairs windows was notorious for not closing properly.
Oh,
and it was a
God.
fear I had ever.
Alright guys. Survival tip. You have a cat inside your house, right? Just throw it at him. That's a survival tip. Okay?
Since I'd seen the creep. The window makes this really loud squeak sound, which indicated entry. I get the courage to quietly
Oh,
open
no,
my bedroom
no, I'm
door
scared.
nonetheless. And sure enough, I can hear heavy footsteps walking in the downstairs living room. He's in my home. Are the police almost here? I whispered with a sense of urgency.
Oh god.
Remain in your room and don't open it unless the officers tell you to do so. I then remember her whispering to who I assumed was somebody else in the same room as her.
Oh god.
Okay, sweetie. The police are there. Whatever you do, stay in your room and don't hang up the call. What happens next was a series of loud
Oh,
yelling
no, he
between
entered your
police
room.
officers and the guy who broke in.
Come on, Joshua.
After a few minutes, one of the officers walks up to my room and he tells me it was okay to come out. The lady on the phone told me it was okay to hang up. And soon enough, I'm speaking with the police. Naturally, I had many questions, as my entire living room was a mess. Drawers had been tossed to the ground, and there were a bunch of muddy boot prints.
Ooh.
When all was said and done, the man was
This
arrested.
guy doesn't shower.
And I was
Ew.
left with quite a
Disgusting.
bit of paranoia. By the way, the man had used the knife to slash the window screen of that one window I mentioned. That's how he managed to get inside. I believe he was scouting my home, which might explain why my cat had been acting funny 30 or so minutes before he broke in. Nonetheless, my dad installed iron bars on all the windows, and we got an alarm system.
Yeah,
We
great.
haven't had any issues since.
Yeah. He just wanted food, man. He could be wanted food.
This happened roughly 2
Shut
years.
up. Okay. So, guys, yeah. That was a wonderful story. You got the shivers? I know I got the shivers.